Over the end line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll run with White. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Brady. On the comebacker, complete. It's Campbell. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
66. All day, punk.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hurry up, here we go. 3 and out.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, Murray. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Operating from the gun, Murray. He sets to fire deep. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark, 54 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Wait, 20.
On first down, Brady going up top. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 20! Woo! Regular!
The final shot before half for Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead.
And that's a terrific score. And now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Now, we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. The final shot before break. Brady flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one taken from the 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
We got 4. All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on second down, Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Evades him at the 20. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. From the gun on third down, Murray. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Like 20! Like 20! Alpha! Right here, guys. Spike 51. Mike, wicket!
To throw on second down. Brady is going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brady. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Here we go. Let's go.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now let's go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Green 39.
They'll go to Barkley again, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
On 1st down, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Murray now. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Brady to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. Blue, line it.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Again, it's Barkley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Brady now on 1st down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, 26 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
56.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Landon Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here we go now. Boom, 90.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw on second down, Murray. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Gun!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
The toss out to Barkley. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, boys, we got four down. Hurry up, here we go.
A handoff to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Hey, we got... Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, Murray. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now let's go. Boo, 90.
On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
4 down.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll run with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
Here we go. Wide. Reset.
One final try now for Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.